So with Compeer Home, we're very focused on that rural piece, the piece of lending, home lending, recreational land lending that other lenders maybe aren't as versed in, maybe don't want to deal with the uniqueness of being in a rural setting. So when you're coming to Compeer Home, you're really coming to find the experts and that expertise in how do we handle that? How do we help the borrower, find that property, make sure that what they're looking for, meets their needs. Is it 5 acres and a nice house out in the country, or is it 40 acres with a barn, where they can have a few hobby animals and have some plantings, whether it's corn or whatever it might be that they can do, or maybe it's their 80 acres of hunting land because they want to go out and ride on their four-wheelers, their side-by-sides, or they want to go fishing in the creek that they might have. So it's really about that space and that understanding of what does it take to be a rural lender? What are the options that we have? The nice thing with us, because of the way we're funded and the way we're organized, we have long-term fixed rates. Whereas maybe some other lenders may be tied more into a balloon product or ARMs. We have those options where we can really say, hey, let's set you up for a long time with a product and a rate that makes sense. And really, again, it's those deep roots, those deep understanding of what does it take to be in a rural space. It's all about establishing robust rural communities. We know people, realtors know us, we know appraisers, we have in-house options. It's really about the relationships we build. Here, every property is different. Every property is unique, and we need to make sure that we understand that and that the borrower understands that. So we're not just trying to treat it as just another lender, another mortgage broker, and just trying to get it through quickly. There's a process and there's some understandings, and we want to make sure people fully are aware of all of the intricacies of rural home lending. So there's a plethora of information that we can provide to a borrower, but then there's also the tangible piece of, yes, here's your loan, here's what we can do, here's all of the options. And there's a lot of options, that borrowers can work through. We have everything from the beginning to the end, from the application all the way through to closing, obviously servicing that loan. But the best thing is we don't forget about you. You're still our client, you're still our borrower. We still want to make sure that you're successful. So a year or 2 years down the line, you say, hey, I would really like to do X, have some cattle. My kids want to be in 4-H and they want to show ducks or chickens. We can talk that through, and we can find if there's an option of, hey, you know what? I want to do some farming. I need a tractor. We've got those people that we can set you up with and say, hey, here's who you need to talk to get that financing, and what's the right mechanism to do that. Maybe you want to build a shed. We can talk through that. Is that Compeer Home? Is that a lease? We have experts we can figure that out and really set that individual, those borrowers, up for whatever they want to do, and really figure out, hey, what's the best financing vehicle? What's the best option? And how do we really work together to make sure that, again, I've said it a lot, that they're really successful, because that's the key. We want successful homeowners. We want successful rural communities. We want to make sure people really have every option to do what they want to do on their property.